Welcome to the Cosmo Within You podcast, dedicated to the young adults who are trying to seek balance and guidance to find that power within. Enjoy the show, guys. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Cosmo Within You. My name is Karen, and the first thing I want to ask you on this episode is, are you your own friend? Are you kind to yourself? Are you patient with yourself? As soon as you wake up, what is the first thing that you think about? Are they negative thoughts? Are they the things you gotta do during the day? Do you wake up immediately worried about what happened yesterday? What are your first thoughts as soon as you wake up? Those are actually the most important moments at the beginning of your day. You really need to pay attention as soon as you wake up. What is going on in your mind? It's awesome if you wake up really motivated and you're all for it to get your day done. But many of us don't do that. We are always in our heads. We are always talking down to ourselves. And 9 times out of 10, the things that we say to ourselves in our mind, we wouldn't even say to the person next to us. And I know we've heard that phrase a lot of times, but it's true. You need to take care of your own inner child. You need to take care of you. You need to take care of the things that you say to yourself. I used to be the type of person when as soon as I would wake up, I would be like, oh my God, I don't want to go to work. And sometimes I still do that. But I do try to stop and I say, you know what? I'm grateful that I have a job. I'm grateful that I have a career. I'm grateful that I'm able to wake up and actually be physical, have my legs to walk and go to work. We do take for granted what we have because we're so worried about the things that we do not have. We're always in a state of mind of lack. And that's what hinders us to actually evolve and obtain the things that we want to obtain. Sometimes also when your mind is just stuck on, oh, I wish I had this. I wish I had that. Okay, but what are you doing to obtain it? Are you just sitting there? Are you not making a plan? Are you not creating goals? What are you doing? Even me, as an example, it took me a year to actually hit record and make this podcast. What was holding me back? My own fear of like, am I gonna fail? Are people gonna listen to me? But then I had to come back and then recenter and say, okay, why am I doing the podcast though? What's the reason? Well, my reason is to help people, to impact people, to help you have a different mindset and motivate you. That's my motive. So I have to really push myself and say, you know what? I have to just record. I have to get content out there. I have to share my thoughts, my feelings, and my perspectives to people because it could potentially help somebody. Other examples would be body image. Oh, I'm too fat. Oh, my legs are too big. And it's just a constant battle within myself, in my head. And I started noticing that the more I fed onto those thoughts, the more they would grow. The more they would manifest in my body and the more they would manifest in my mind and my life. And I didn't want that anymore. I wanted to stop. I wanted to be able to be like those people that you see like on social media and they're all happy showing their great life, which I know in social media, many people just show the good parts. We don't show the bad parts, but it is possible that you can take over your mind, take the power back. And that's the important thing that you need to know. Your mind does not control you. You control your mind. It is not easy. It'll take work. Your mind is a muscle. It's like when you go and work out, right? Muscle, mind, memory. The muscle knows what you're doing. You're stressing it out. You're toning it. You're giving it that constant feed of determination every day that you do attend to the gym, and therefore it grows, right? So it's the same thing with your mind. Every time you feed into a negative thought about yourself, it will grow, and eventually you will end up believing it. We believe everything that we say about ourselves, whether good or bad. We really do. And the way that you perceive yourself on the inside is what you will end up showing on the outside, and that's how people will end up perceiving you. So if you think you suck at certain topics, you suck at life, even if you're playing around, we do tend to get out of work and then say, oh my God, I almost died today. You know, those phrases of quote unquote die today? No, don't say that. Okay, you had a rough shift, but you got through it. Why don't we just say that? Our words are so powerful. The words inside of your head that are unspoken and the words that you do speak. They're really important. And we do need to be more mindful of the things that we say to ourselves. So think about it. Imagine like every 30 minutes, go back and stop and say, okay, what has been the one negative thought that has been lingering in my head for the past 30 minutes? And why? What triggered it? Was it somebody that I just spoke to? Was it my job? Was it my friends? Am I comparing myself? All of these factors come into play. Body image. Am I comparing my body to another woman or even men? Men comparing themselves to other men. Oh, he has accomplished this big thing and I haven't. Everyone's on their own journey. But at the end of the day, the one who has the power to obtain and accomplish all the goals, it's you. You are the only one that can really push yourself. So why not feed the same energy that you feed onto your negative thoughts to positive ones? Like, we make it so hard. It's so easy being the victim. It is so easy feeling sorry for yourself. But when it has to do with loving ourselves and telling ourselves, you know what? You got this, Karen. You can do it. Go ahead. You're strong. You're intelligent. You're a good person. You're kind. Instead of feeding more into those ideas, we end up doing the opposite. Today, try and wake up and try this exercise every morning. From now on, at least say one good thing about yourself. And if you have more than one good thing to say, even better. Repeat it. Believe it. Write it down. Write sticky notes on your mirror. Write on your mirror. Affirmations that help you see who you truly are. If you know that you're handsome, if you know that you're beautiful, write it down. There's nothing wrong admitting that. If that's your confidence, then all for it. People are gonna like you for being so you. And that's what makes you different. That's what makes us all different. Imagine being the same. That's pretty boring. There wouldn't be a great dynamic of friendships. My advice to you is anytime you have a negative thought, don't feed into it. Listen to it and then be like, why am I saying that? Revert that energy away. Think onto something else. If you're like, you know what? Things are not going my way. Well, guess what? You're going to make them go your way. I don't know what you're going to do. You're going to change your mindset. You're going to change the environment you're in. Step out of the room. Whatever it may be. Do it in order for you not to stay in that environment and keep feeding that negative cloud that we all have. Remember, you are powerful. You are very, very powerful. Okay? And the mind can really go crazy, okay? Make it go crazy with great thoughts, with your goals, with your accomplishments. Reflect on the things that you do have going for you. Remember all the good things that you do have. You have probably more good things than bad ones. And it's all because you just want to focus on the bad ones. Love yourself. Love who you are. Don't treat yourself like you're nobody, like you're not worth anything, because you're worth so much more. You just need to believe it. And share that light with everyone around you. And you will start noticing how things change, how people connect more with you, how they want to get to know who you are. Focus on you. Focus on that mind. Try and change those thoughts to positive affirmations. Switch them around and just see how life will change for you. I promise it will. One day at a time, it will. One day at a time, you will be 1% better. Okay? So trust in that. This is what I wanted to talk about today. I hope this helps somebody. And I'll see you on the next episode. And always remember, the Cosmo within you is the light within you and the power within you. And I'm here to help you. Thanks, guys. Have a great one.